Hello and welcome to a new video. I am Kleo Caplan and today we have a special guest in the house, Odin M!
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing alright.
So, Odin, introduce yourself to the people.
Yeah, my name's Odin M. I've been doing music for a few years now. Yeah, I'm here with Kleo Caplan. We've got a song coming out, obviously, for my last this future project. Yeah. Yeah.
We'll talk about it soon.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
So tell me, what genres do you do?
Oh, well, just got a new hairstyle, so got to change the style completely. You know what I'm saying? So I used to do like rock, indie, pop sort of thing. Still pop based, and I still am doing pop, but I'm going into Frank Sinatra, Elvis Presley sort of vibes.
Okay.
For my next projects, but that will come. I haven't really recorded it, just written it.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
You're getting in the foundation stages.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, so where does the name Odin come from? Because I was telling my friend back in uni, I was like, oh, I have a friend that put out an EP, his name is Odin, and he was like, Odin? And I was like, yeah, Odin. He's like, so Thor, son of Odin?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I've never thought about that.
Exactly, yeah.
So where does the Mevison bloodline go?
It's Dutch, so it's not Nordic, which is where Odin comes from. Yeah, it's Dutch, but my dad's a huge comic fan, huge comic fan. So obviously,
is that where
that makes sense? And it's it's a Nordic god, and yeah, it just sort of aligned, I guess. For them, they thought it was a cool name. It is a pretty cool name. I get compliments quite a lot, actually, about it. It's like, hey, let's go. If I have on my name tag at work or something, it's like, no way, your name's Odin. That's sick. And I'm like, yeah, let's go. Yeah.
And so, is that a Nordic god? You said?
Yeah.
Because I feel like you intertwine yourself a lot with kind of the mythology of the worlds. You put out a song called Aurora, and that incorporates a lot of, I'm not sure if it's Greek.
Roman
gods. Is that a thing you feel like you want it to be kind of your signature in your music?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I guess I find it just interesting in general.
Yeah.
Just the whole superstition of it all, of mythology in general. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's less something that I want it to be my signature, and more just it's just something I find cool, and I happen to incorporate into my writing quite a lot when I'm making songs and all that. So not exactly, but I think it comes out of me naturally, just a part of what I write and stuff.
Yeah.
So obviously you're released Blind, just released Blind. How long was that? A week ago?
I think it's been a month.
No way, actually.
3 weeks.
Oh, wow, okay.
It's not crazy.
Time goes fast.
I know.
Bravo for the release, obviously. Congratulations. And what's the feedback been like on it? Has it been positive? Any mixed reviews, or what's everyone saying?
Yeah, people have been loving it.
Yeah.
It's such a big jump in skill and just different genre than what I've used to put out. People love the vocals on it, and I feel like it's such a big, a step up from everything that I've done before. It's really exciting. I love the song. I've been trying to push it. If you've seen the content that I've been putting,
bravo.
It's hard work, but it's a good comeback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is that a single for future, or is that what is it? Is it a solo thing? Just oh, here you go. Well, in the lead off?
Yeah, I feel like it's more of a comeback single that introduces the world again to the sound that I'm going for now, which is exciting.
Yeah. And this one is, as you said, it was very positive. You released a EP before, right?
No.
This is your...
I'm releasing my debut EP.
So you've just done a bunch of singles?
Yeah, 7, 8 songs.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
So this is your debut project?
It is.
How far through the process of it are you, if you don't mind?
Oh my god.
A little bit of a hint.
You know what? It's been a freaking journey to finish this. I think I've mentioned to you before that I've been working on it for
a long time.
2 years now, 2.5 years now.
Yeah.
But I feel like that kind of a buffer throughout the 2 years gave me enough time to work on the foundation and the lore.
The lore
that I want to
Whoa.
put into this project.
It's got like each bar is like some Kendrick stuff.
You know what? It's a lot for my life.
Yeah.
It's way more personal than the previous songs, even though all my songs have always revolved around my life and what I go through.
But like like Gucci Girl, for example, like.
Well, that is.
Is that personal?
It is.
Yeah. Well, it's very the way you in Gucci Girl, for example, the way you talk it up is very like glamorous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where like in Blind, it's much more. I would say it's much more like down to earth.
It's much more somber. Yeah,
Exactly.
It's much more
so maybe.
blue.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess that's the style.
That is
the style change from the glamorous to more of the.
Yeah.
The reality of things.
I feel like I want to showcase that I'm a versatile artist. A versatile artist, and I feel like they all shine a different light about who I am personally. Like I could be turned up and I could be sad and heartbroken. And I feel like we're kind of now putting a little bit of the same music, but yeah, Blind is much more somber, and that's the sound of the EP. It's much more dark.
There you have it. The sound of the EP.
You've listened to a song.
I have. Yes, I have. It was actually. I don't want to say anything, but it might have been better than Blind. I'm just saying. It was a good song.
You know what? We'll get to that more. All right. So I want to ask, what got you into music? Because I feel like you've been doing it for a while. Did you have like a musical family?
3 years. No.
It's like.
Oh, I mean like my dad is a big collector in like CDs and stuff. So like when I was younger, he played a lot of like alternative, sort of just like French indie pop, for example. Like that's one of the genres he loves. And so I guess that opened my mind subconsciously when I was younger to the music. My sister has sung for a few years. She doesn't anymore, but she used to for quite a few years. And then I think it was in year 7 or 8. I had no interest in music. Like my music taste was like the duck walk up to the lemonade stand. Like that was my music taste at that point. And then my friend, which is my producer now, he was really into music and he was telling me about all these artists at the time, and I was like, oh okay, like I've never even touched music. So I started like looking into them and I'm like, this is actually like sick. Like I gotta start getting into this more. And then I started writing my own music, and it was awful. It was so bad. I started off like, oh my god, like the lowest of the low, dude. I couldn't, thank God. Anyway, but my family and stuff, even though it was just unlistenable, they were still supportive at the time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm lucky to have like that, people around me that support me, even though like, they know it's going to something greater. Even if it isn't where it is, even if it isn't too good now.
Yeah. Because they've been to your shows, they've been around, you know?
Yeah, exactly, and yeah, I'm grateful for that, very grateful for
Have they listened to the songs?
Yeah, oh, my mum is a big fan.
Yeah? What do they think of, like, the material?
Oh, I think they love it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I hope they, I think whatever I put out, they'll say it's amazing. So, I can't take them as, like, a critical.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But it's still great to have them around. And getting back to the question there, got a little off, but it was probably my friend that got me into it, and then I started writing, maybe 3 years ago from now. And then I started recording, then singing 8 months ago. Started singing lessons, getting the singing going, and now I hope to do like other instruments, hopefully in the future. Get my singing really good.
So we kind of started around the same time. I started releasing 2020. You were around the same time as well?
Yeah, 2019, like writing music.
Yeah. Odin has a new EP out. Came out at the end of April, beginning of May.
Yeah.
It's called, do you want to call it R.E.D or R.E.D?
Well, yeah, it's R.E.D, but like R.E.D stands for Ready to Enter the Dark. So it's like a little thing. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You should check it out. Just check it out. It's out now.
Yeah.
Now going to you. We're going to you now. So obviously we just talked about my next project, or my last project, and obviously you've got your first project coming out. And I know you said a little bit how it was like it was pretty tough journey to get it to where it is now. I assume it's not fully complete.
It's done.
It's done. Completely done. Or is there? I know when you say like completely done, there's always like, oh, there's too much high end in that bass. You know what I mean?
All right. I'm in this state right now where it's fully mixed and mastered.
Mm-hmm.
I finished all the masters in January.
Wow.
But
that's a while ago.
Yeah. But I came back to a master and changed it like 2 weeks ago. So I'd say it's fully finished now. But the thing is, I've written it and recorded it the last 2 years, right? I did not record in 2023 at all.
Okay.
And I feel like my voice has evolved way much than it was back then. So I'm like, oh my god, I've recorded out of focus, I've recorded blind this year with my new better voice. So I'm like, ooh, do I want to keep the EP with kind of like my old voice rather than the new? Do I have time to open the mix sessions again and re-record? But I feel like I wouldn't want to re-record just for that vocal quality, because a lot of the emotions and expressions I feel like would be gone. So I'm in that state of like, it's done, but I want to go back. I want to go back and re-record.
Yeah, I guess that's like the problem of having like such a long span of time where you're doing one project. Yeah. And I kind of get it. Like I would write songs like from a year ago and then I'd release them and record them a year later. So it's like, I get what you're saying. Is obviously, was that song that you sent me your favorite one? Is it still your favorite one?
So the one I sent it was Monocopsis. I don't know. You know what? They're all my babies. You know what I mean? Like it's really hard.
Surely there's one that's like, oh, that one's really good.
But the thing is, I kind of have a favorite part in each song. So it's like, do I really want to choose?
Yeah.
And the thing is as well, because like with my new voice per se, I'm like, I don't know if I like this song anymore because my voice sounded like this, and it was recorded on like this mic that isn't as good as the other mic. Is it my favorite? You know what? Ooh, okay.
Overall, like from all the, obviously like chorus, verse, maybe like a chorus from one song and a verse from another. But if you had to like even them out, like the entire song, what on average would be your best, in your opinion, or your favorite?
Oh my god.
Like if you had to put one out as a single, which one would you be like, this needs the most people singing?
Oh, Monocopsis.
Okay.
Monocopsis has that mainstream kind of appeal. It's catchy and it's truthful. I feel like when I wrote that, I was like, I need people to hear this. Like someone needs to hear this and like feel it. You know what I mean?
I get what you mean. Do you do singing lessons?
I did in high school. Not anymore because that get a little bit expensive.
Yeah. And you're in year 12?
I'm second year uni.
Oh my god. I feel horrible now.
You know what? No, I think that's flattering. A lot of people tell me I look younger than I am.
Yeah, take it as a compliment. I feel horrible now. Okay. Well, how's uni and doing music at the same time?
Ooh.
Because obviously uni it's more freedom, but you still got to attend the classes. You still got to go run back and forth and everywhere.
Yeah.
And what subject, if you don't mind telling, what subject are you doing?
So I'm doing a business degree.
Okay.
I just finished. So each semester is like a different subject.
Yeah.
You get electives depending on like your uni, blah blah blah. But because I'm doing a marketing degree as well, which the music, you know, I feel like that ties really well.
Yeah.
When I started uni, I remember I barely had anything from the EP done. I remember around that time I put out a remix from like an online friend of mine.
I think I remember that.
The Sleep remix.
Yeah.
If you remember that. it wasn't my greatest vocally. I was so stressed on that. And when he sent me the files, it was around 120 tracks of stems.
Whoa.
So just like being in that session file was so overwhelming.
What was it like? Each was a different like a line or like?
Like the whole song.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, that was a lot.
How much was the recording? How many like lines? That's so much.
It was a lot, like Billie Eilish.
Wow. So,
stacks.
Yeah.
Javier.
Eight for one line. Yeah.
It was like big. So when I recorded that, I was so stressed, and I was kind of leaning into the vibes of what I want my EP to be like.
Yeah.
So I wasn't there vocally as well.
Yeah.
I remember playing it in the car. I don't know if it works the same for you when you mix something and you put it in the car. Have you ever been disappointed with mixes?
No, I don't play in the car though. That's the thing. Yeah.
And I was with my mom, and she was like, "You should just stick to beats. You sound horrible."
Oh.
Yeah. And I was going through a writer's block as well.
Yeah.
So going into uni, I wasn't really doing as much music as I would have loved. I felt shit, basically.
Yeah.
And around, because I feel like school is more, what is the saying? It's like it's not a marathon, it's a sprint, or it's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like school is more of a marathon.
Yeah.
Uni is more of a sprint because
okay.
you have to finish in 12 weeks.
Yeah.
Like an actual like uni level.
Done and dusted.
You know? So that doesn't really leave you much brain juice to use for music.
Yeah, I get you.
So after my first year, semester 1, I was like, I want to finish the EP. Because I've already shelved it like 3 times before that. At that time I was like, you know what, let me just finish this. Let me finish this.
Yeah.
So around this time last year,
Yeah.
finished recording the EP, came back.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, that's I get that, but like, bro, like, I'm just like sitting there, like, you must have listened to it like countless times, like dozens and dozens.
I feel like I can do it in my sleep now.
Yeah.
I can just perform there in my sleep.
Yeah, I mean that's a bonus, but like,
True.
Don't you just want to release it?
No?
No.
I don't know, it feels, because it's like the debut, so I'm like, I want this to be like the greatest it can be.
Yeah.
But it's also the debut, so it's like, you're not going to be as perfect as you want it to be, because it's your first ever project, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Bro, that's a long time.
But it's also like with uni, I don't want to release an EP mid-uni semester.
Yeah, of course.
Because I'm not going to be able to focus on anything, and I'm just going to be burnt out.
So is that a hint on the release date?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. When's your? On a different question, when's your uni finish this semester?
Around October. All right. To make it easier,
Heard it here first, folks.
my EP drops a day after Nicki Minaj's album drops.
Oh, okay. Might have to look that one up. Alright.
Because I'm a big Nicki Minaj fan, and when I found out the date, I was like, "You're kidding." Because I wanted to.
Maybe it was destined to be.
As a fan, I wanted to be like, you know what? I want to like listen to it. I wanted to do like a reaction video. Because we've been waiting on this album for like 5 years now.
Wow. Okay.
So I saw the date and I was like, you know what? I'll just put it a day after.
Maybe. What day is that? Like
A Saturday.
Yeah. Okay. You don't want it to be overshadowed by Nicki though. You know what I mean?
I feel like we're not on the same level to even, you know?
Hey, you never know. You never know. Maybe you gotta push it forward a week or.
I don't think that's possible because uni exams.
Oh yeah, okay, so it's like right after. It's right after.
Around, yeah. Because the timetable comes out like a week before, unfortunately. So the planning is.
Yeah.
Because I could have released the EP in this break, but I was like, I haven't released it
there's
about.
still some things I need to do.
No, not that. It's just like, I haven't released any proper songs since Gucci Girl.
like
Dusk Breeze was like a hurry up song for the Turn Up mixtape.
Yeah.
And then I was like, alright, let me just put like 2 sonically related singles to get the heat going.
Two songs.
Blind and Out of Focus.
Oh yeah. Oh, of course. I was like, what's the other one? What's the other one? No, yeah. Okay, so I didn't know that was a single one, but we got it. That's a single. Yeah.
But it's not on the EP.
Oh, okay.
Because I would have like gotten your license for it
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, I got
but
you. Okay, so it's a bit separate. Now you said earlier about you having writer's block. How did you overcome that? Like for the EP? Was there like a moment where it was just like, it just came out of you, you know what I mean? Like it just like built up, you know, and like you can't really get it out. One day did just like floodgates went open and you just had it, or what was it like to get over that?
I think I've already written like most of the materials for the EP by that writer's block that I had.
Alright.
I would say it was like my big writer's block.
Are you still in a writer's block?
No, I don't write as much as I want to. So it's hard to tell, am I in a writer's block or am I just not writing?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think writer's block comes from not writing. I think it happens when you, from my experience at least, when I just take like a month off not writing, I'm just like, wow, I suck at this. And so then I have to like get back into it. But then once I get going, like, yeah, I mean, like, I'm in the process of writing my next project.
Already?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It takes a while though to like in between recording and writing. There's quite a big gap.
Yeah.
But I'm getting there. And yeah.
Are you the winger kind of person or a refiner type of writer?
That's a tough one. I don't think I'm too. I think I'm more refining, but I'm not. I'm not like. No, I'm definitely refining. Never mind. No, I'm definitely refining. I'm like, there has to be this many syllables in this line, and that has to match the next line for it to flow correctly.
A lyricist.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my writing process.
Because I do now. Because before my workflow was more choppy. I would do a beat and then I'd let the beat marinate, and then I would go into like a writing session with like an actual notebook. I love writing on notebooks more because I feel like I could just like way more quicker than on text. But now I have on my notes, I have like a note
notepad,
note window on the notes app that's called Random Lyrics. And whenever I max that out, I open a new one. So now I'm on Random Lyrics 3. So I feel like I write in between where inspiration hits and I don't have a notebook around. So I'm just like, you know what I mean? I think I've shared a screenshot recently of like that. I don't know if you saw my story.
Yeah. You post a lot of Insta stories. It's good though. Like you're selling yourself. You know what I mean?
No, we try. The marketing degree. You know, I'm putting it to work.
Yeah. There you go. I saw the Finding Waldo.
Oh,
that was a good video.
Have you watched the video?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, I did.
Did you feel it was like fun?
Yeah, it was fun. And it worked in blind. Finding Waldo.
I was like, let me just like think, what should I do? Anything blind? Because I was like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, it works perfectly.
Yeah. It's entertaining, I feel like.
And I know you probably, I don't know if since this project's taken so long for you, nothing bad with that, but what about after that? Is there anything, like even just like a little instrumental part that you've made that's like this, and there's no space for it on this EP, but for the after this, like that's on it. You know what I mean? Like, is there anything like that, or
well, I do have. I would say some EP. I was gonna say the EP title. I do have some rejects, I'd say, that I'm refining for the next project. But also, the next project sounds not kind of the same as well.
So you've really got the sound.
So I'm thinking like I could do these like a follow-up singles. I'm still working around that.
At first, I was a little skeptical when you first said, I want to release this. I was like, okay, like, sure. But then as time went on, I was like, and like it sort of became its own single. I was like, oh, okay, no, like actually, like this actually kind of makes sense now. Because like at the time, like I was just sort of like, it was just sort of like a little thing I did on the day, like, I'll forget about it, whatever. But then like as like the versions kept on coming, like as you were going mixing it and whatever, I was like, oh no, like this actually like, I get why this is a single, you know what I mean? Like it actually like makes sense.
Do you feel? I feel like
I'm glad that like you did end up like releasing it.
Yeah. I feel like it's such a platinum single. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you can feel it. You'll hear it now. But the original version was just the Sherry intro, which was considered a verse. When I got the files, it was called a Sherry verse. It was that verse, your old verse, and then the chorus, and the outro. That's it. It was alright, not bad, but I could tell that it needed like a little bit more touch, you know?
It was a little rough.
Just like that Kleo touch as well. So we put the Sherry verse a bit, I put my verse instead of your verse, we put the chorus, I gave you the second verse, which you re-recorded, amazing.
Yeah.
And then you did the outro, because I think...
It was like a small little outro.
Because I feel like you repeated your last part of the verse to the outro, which was beautiful. I don't know if you remember this, but when you sent me the re-recordings, you're like, whatever you do with my vocals, keep the outro.
Yeah.
Do you remember this? Like, I did this vibrato and I want it.
Yeah, I like that. I like that part.
Because you were just, you were giving a lot of emotions. And I loved it.
In the original version, I was listening back to it and I was like, wow, my vocals have evolved so much since then. You know what I mean?
You know how I feel for my EP now.
I'm sure you've got the same thing. And it sort of was when doing my part of this song and like sending it back and forth, it was that rawness from the old one, but like it might have been like, I don't know, for me personally it felt a bit too unpolished in parts, and so I wanted to glamour them up for, you know, your style, and you know, and for the song, because Sherry's chorus is so good.
I know. We felt like we had to level up.
I know, yeah, I get what you mean. And then incorporating it into the new and the old, like it polished up the rawness of the original verse, like the new part that I recorded. So I think it struck a nice balance of the song.
Because I was, when I wrote my verse and my melody, I was going off with your old verse.
Yeah.
Oh, you rewrote the whole thing.
Yeah.
Which I still sing your old verse when I listen to the song in my head.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh wait, that's not the verse. But then I try to sing your new verse, and I'm like, wait, what are the lyrics? I forget. But so tell me, what was it like in that session when you guys did it with the original crew?
I gotta remember a while back here. It was in the middle studio.
See, I remember that.
Yeah, and we were with this dude that was an actual producer. I think it was that
Jack?
Yeah.
You don't know Jack?
No, I think I'm thinking of someone else.
Oh, yeah, because they have like a little mentoring.
Yeah, came in just for the day. And I think we originally went for like a cloud trap vibe. That was the original thing, and then it was just sort of like, as we went on, it just sort of evolved into something else with like the flute and stuff coming in. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, it was like, it changed pretty drastically. But yeah, no, it was a while ago.
Yeah, a year.
Yeah,
a year back.
A year
which
ago.
Is crazy.
Wow.
I feel like that's the nature of artists.
Yeah.
It's like you hear something, you're like, wow, that's so fresh. But for me, that's like 2 years old, and I'm like, I've moved on. But like, I like it, so I'm releasing it.
Yeah, and it's like, as soon as you release it, you're like, next thing.
I'm like, wait, this is fresh. But you're like, right, I gotta promote this now, because like, basically to you, it's new.
Do you struggle with promotion? Obviously, with your marketing, I assume it's a little easier for you compared to other people.
I've always been mindful and tried to plan ahead a little bit, at least like a month cycle.
Okay.
But it's still hard, because I can do content and people would probably like not like it or not watch it and not convert into listeners and fans, which is the other harder part. But the thing is, because I finished my EP a long time ago, because I was like, you know what, I'm releasing it at the end of the year, I got time to do content, I'm gonna be prepared. And Blind comes in and I'm like, okay, let me do like a little era opener and like a little videos of like, hey, this is out. But then I'm like, I have to edit. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm doing blind, but I'm doing out of focus, and I'm recording for out of focus. I'm mixing out of focus. I'm sending it to mixing engineers. I'm filming for blind. I am doing this for blind. I have uni. I finished uni. I need to take a break. I'm not taking a break. I'm planning. I'm not planning. I'm thinking. I'm not thinking. So I was like, oh wow, this is fun.
It's a lot, yeah. But like, I guess that's a part of the fun. You know what I mean? Finding the peace within the chaos. Yeah.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean with that?
That's a great lyric.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of like, you look back on it and be like, wow, I was doing so much then. Like, how did I do all that? Like, that's great. Like, you look back on it and be like, damn, that was impressive compared to like just doing nothing. Like, imagine like if you didn't do any music. Like, what would you'd just be sitting on your ass? You know what I mean?
Literally, I was like, wait. So besides the music, what do I do? Like, what's interesting about me? And I'm like, what do I do?
Look, we'll get there.
Games. I sit down. I watch movies.
Yeah.
Other than that, you feel like a normal human. Which I feel like is good. It's humbling.
Yeah.
You know, it's so humbling for us. Because we're not like A-list superstars. That's not our full-time job. So one day I could be like on a stage and people like cheering me and like singing my lyrics. And next day I'm like scrubbing floors and like serving customers. It's so humbling. Do you feel that?
Yeah. No, yeah, I get that now. I want to obviously be as big. I'm sure you're the same. Be as big as you possibly can. Just keep on going. Keep on going. Yeah, and I was going. So this is like obviously since Out of Focus was recorded quite a while ago. The style changes for me. I'm sure Sherry has changed her style quite a bit.
Does Sherry release? Because initially she didn't want to be on it, you know?
Oh.
When I asked her, she was like, I don't know if I want my vocals on it. And I was like, if she doesn't want to, I know a lady who can.
No.
Not in like a
Still vocals.
No, like she would like record it.
Gotcha.
I wasn't like not in like a shitty way, which is like, if you don't want it, fine, I'll get someone else. But I was
she's performed though. She's performed a few songs that I've heard.
Yeah, I know she bussed around.
Yeah.
And she was like on a little songwriting trip. Remember?
Yeah.
In the US, which
I feel like she's done quite a lot. I don't know.
If she's more behind the scenes.
She releases. Oh, okay.
Because she helped me write Dusk Breeze a little bit.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. And so was that like how was that process with her?
I was going through that writer's block last year, and I had to do something for the Turn Up mixtape. Dusk Breeze was such a really rushed song.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like it anymore.
Okay.
But yeah, I was like, I don't know how I want to write this. And she was like, explain it to me. And she was like asking me questions where my yarn ball became threads and that I could easily see.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Around that time I was like, she was like, what do you want to say? Like, what is that relationship feels like to you? Even though it wasn't a relationship that I went through. Yeah. But I was like, you know, when you go through a relationship and you know it's bad for you, but even though it's bad for you, you kind of still like want to take a little bit from it. Kind of like how people quit smoking but they do nicotine patches. Yeah. And she was like, write that down. Yeah. And I was like, you know what, I will. So it became a lyric. Addiction got me patching like nicotine on a skin feeds off a kiss.
Oh wow, that's a nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, well,
lyricism.
Can we play Out of Focus? Yeah.
And I want to add though, I feel like we artists have this magic where we can just hear a song in its raw bone structure and see the magic that it can evolve to. Do you feel that?
Yeah, I see that. Sometimes like I don't know if it's the same for you, but like, do you ever just like record like a thing with just like a little guitar and you're just like, wow, that's like, it's like there's nothing to it, but it's like, I don't think you can get like this song can get better than just that guitar and me singing. Yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean? I think that's like yeah. But we've talked so much about Out of Focus. I think we gotta play it. Surely, come on.
So for you, it's out. You can find it on all streaming platforms. Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, SoundCloud, Tidal.
No one uses Deezer.
True. I wish people would use Tidal.
Guys, listen to this song on Deezer. Come on, man. Let's get a 10 Deezer plays. Let's go.
I don't know, how do you listen to Deezer? Is it like an app?
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Listen, make an account. Do whatever you need. I want 10 Deezer plays. Okay.
Or are you ready to experience the final?
This is the final thing.
Master for Out of Focus.
Let's hear it.
I just got this back like 2 days ago.
Oh.
Alright, let me.
Let's hear it, baby. Let's go.
Alright, are you ready? I'm not ready.
I'm ready. Gotta get in the zone here. Kind of excited.
Think about you all the time. Almost made me lose my mind. I'm going crazy. Who the hell made you king tonight? I
love her slow fretch there.
It's really breathy too, like it's deep but it keeps its breath.
Tangled in your web of lies, drowning in the highest tide. I'm going crazy.
You can sort of hear the cloud trap actually, in with like the drums. Yeah, you can kind of hear that now. Now I hear it.
Different lies and different lies, yet they call you the same name, draining all my love. Face the light to find my focal point, but all I see is words and drive on.
That was actually hard, yeah. This chorus is so good.
Look, is that a bit of a July?
Yeah, I get that, yeah. Oh, I have something else to say, sorry. Later. Wow, you can hear like my voice is just higher pitched. And then, oh! Oh, the background vocals in there, yeah. That part right there, I love that part.
Listen to the reverb when it automates.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, that was actually so good. Bravo.
Amazing.
I think it just got better and better as the song went on.
Right?
That was really
I'm
good.
telling you, a platinum single.
That was so good. Wow. And that actually that reminded me when I remember when I was writing, the first thing we wrote for that song, like lyrics wise, was my first original verse. And I was like, I just couldn't get anything out. I was like, I don't know, nothing came out of me. And then I had to go outside and like I got a recording of the track, and I was just like repeating this small loop over like this drum loop over and over and over again. And I was just like on my phone trying to come up with something, and I came up with like this little this first verse, and I got and recorded it, and it sounded like I was Batman. And I was like, oh, that's actually pretty good. Like, I actually kind of like that, like the whispering sort of vibe to it. And like at the time, we didn't know where it was going, so we were just sort of like doing whatever. And I think it kind of still like fit into this like ninja sort of like a little bit tropical almost vibe to the song. Just, you know what I mean? Like
Kinda.
yeah. And it's like yeah. Yeah. That guitar's so good, dude. I can't forget that guitar, that ending guitar. Yeah, that was good. Your part, amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And yours, oh my god.
Yeah, that's good.
I felt there was a lyric in your new verse. I was like, what is he saying? It was, and I know love can't go through snow. I was like, how does love go through snow? Oh, at first I was like, I heard it, love can't go through stone. And I was like, what does that mean? Like, I kind of do, but like, what is he saying?
Yeah.
Then he sent me the lyrics and I was like, love can't grow through snow.
It completely changes it.
This feels like such a porn intro with the couch.
Okay.
Alright.
Thanks for watching, guys. Listen to his project. Listen. Oh yeah, I already did that.
Okay.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Don't forget to listen to R.E.D by
Odin M and
Out of Focus by
Out of
us.
Focus.
Follow us
And
subscribe.
Check out his new project when it comes out.
I'm Kleo Caplan and this is
Odin M.
See ya.
Peace.